Hi guys, welcome to Gamer with Football, and I hope you guys doing well. Today we are going to talk about various topics I have in my mind regarding the Manchester City and Arsenal game. And because I wanted to do the post match reaction right away, but I was like, you know what, it was such a big game, so I should maybe wait a couple days and see how the things are turning up, what's going on in the social media and the news media, what's going on, what are the new controversies coming up. So I was like, you know what, let's just wait and I will just put everything in one video. So yeah, so first of all, the game, there was such an amazing game. I was nervous, so nervous in the second half, and it was kind of like we predicted it, like we would defend, but we didn't think like there would be a red card for Leandro Trossard. So in the first half, the City started really well. They attacked really well. Haaland scored the goal, and when they scored, I was like, you know what, it might be 2-3 nil. Then but the way we came back, it was so good. Like I was really impressed. And Calafiori goal, oh my god, what a goal that was. Like I was not, when it went in, like the strike was so good. When it was going, I was like, oh my god, he scored. Before it hit the net, I was really sure, because you can see the curve and the power, the way he hit it, was so amazing. And the celebration as well, it was good. After that, like we are on top of City, like we are playing really well. They are kind of like moving backwards and defending. And again, the set piece come, and we already know, like, the when it's come to the set pieces, we are one of the best. And Gabriel scored from there, and from that I was like, you know what, we are playing so well, and there's, I think we are going to win this game. I was so 100% confident. And then Trossard thing happened. Like, like it's like this, you can let it go. I understand why the referee gave it the yellow card, then it became the red card. But I don't understand, like, who asked for this rule. This rule is so stupid. Like, you're adding the time anyway, so why are you even punishing the guy? It's not like if he is wasting time and you're not adding it in the end. So I don't understand this rule, to be honest, because nobody asked for it. There are so many things they can, do it correctly, but the thing they choose to do it correctly, nobody asked for. These officials are so stupid. After that, uh, of course, the red card, we had to defend. We defended really well, and in the last seconds of the game, John Stone scored the deflected, two times. The first, the Kovacic's shot got deflected, and then his own John Stone's own shot got deflected. So it was a lucky goal, but it is what it is. Like, of course, I was disappointed like at that time, but now a day or two later, I'm like, you know what, point is not bad. If you had asked me earlier that would you take a point, I would. So I would have taken a point. So why would I be mad now? Just because we considered in the last second, I understand that. But for in a bigger picture, the point was a good result, considering that we had to play 10 men for whole second half, and they added also the 7 minutes on top of it. I from what I know, like the 5 minutes would have been enough. It's not like we were wasting time all the time. And also from, I think there was from Opta, the second half the ball was in play for most of the time. It was like the most in all the Premier League games. So I don't know why they had to add 7 minutes on top of it. So yeah, and after that there were controversies like fights, Haaland throwing the ball to Gabriel's head, and Rodri injury. Of, I think the reason it got heated, because first of all, I think Rodri wanted to get Havertz sent off. That's why he was lying on the ground in the first few seconds of the game. He got in way of Havertz, and Havertz didn't do anything. It was like a normal shoulder barge, and the guy went down like somebody shot him. But that's what karma is. The guy was pretending to be injured. Now he's out for the season. So you were asking for it, but it just like it didn't end the way you wanted. So yeah, I don't even like that guy anymore. That player is so bad. Bad not in equality wise, but I think character is really bad. So personality as well. After that, and the Rodri got injured in the first half, and then we took over the game. And you know the funny thing is, I it's gonna make me laugh when I see people on social media on like Twitter. They they pretend like they're saints. Like I look, we have high morals. Look, we are saints. Look, our personality, how good we are. Because I was seeing like some people were cussing people like, why are you celebrating Rodri injury? Why are you celebrating it? Why are you laughing? Because so many people were laughing and celebrating it, and and they were like, these people are idiots, these people are disgraceful, these people are embarrassing. I'm like, bro, like this, stop with this, big man moral saints, analysis. We already know, like off the camera you are also giggling and chuckling, in your room when nobody's looking, that finally this guy is injured. So because there's so many fake personalities on Twitter, on YouTube, like everybody wants to big them up, big them up, like, look how moral we are. Look, how unbiased I am, bro. But we already know, like nobody is a saint. You are not a saint. You are not perfect. And if somebody is celebrating it, that's his choice, and most of the people are celebrating it less to understand how Twitter works. They are not happy he got injured. They are just looking for the trend, what's trending, and they are doing the same thing just to get in more engagement, more impressions, so they can make money out of it. When they look at when they look at the timeline and they see everybody's, whenever you put a tweet like, okay, Rotary injured, ha ha ha, then so many people are reacting to it, retweeting it, liking it. Some people are dissing it in the comments. Then of course you're getting engagements and you're making money out of it. So not everybody is celebrating, and not everybody who's not celebrating is also not happy. You understand my point? Like if somebody is not putting a tweet like, oh, finally Rodri injured, I'm so happy, it does not mean that person is not happy. And if somebody is saying, "Oh, I am sad, Rodri injured," let me tell you, that person is also smiling and giggling and chuckling behind the camera, because that guy, the amount of time Rodri scored against that person's team, that person would be like, why this person is not getting injured? It's just because he was playing against Arsenal, and they know like their team is not competing, so now they wants to have high morals, high personality. Like, oh, Arsenal fans are celebrating Rodri injured. Bro, if it would have been your team, you would have been celebrating too. So I just hate these fake personalities. If you at least I one thing I give I at least I would be like, you know what, you are celebrating Rodri injury, and the way you are exactly portraying yourself as that person. At least you are honest, rather than somebody who is trying to be a saint on Twitter, and then behind the camera and also celebrating and laughing at Rodri injury. I would rather have that person who is straightforward and honest than fake personality on social media and doing something else on behind the camera. And so yeah, that was kind of a rant story, but I was so pissed off because like, why are you policing? Like, it's people's behavior. Let them do whatever they want to do. Nobody telling you to celebrate, nobody telling you not to celebrate. Let them people do whatever they want, because when your team get injured they will be celebrating too. So what's the issue? And yeah, so that's it. That's it for that one. And so, and also I think why so many people are saying, why are you guys saying City fans are rattled, City players are rattled? You know what, I think I also saw it in All or Nothing documentary. Whenever Pep wants to, encourage or motivate their players, what he usually does is he will use the emotional tactic, like like emotional blackmail. Like, you have to play for Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva has given us so many beautiful moments, so we have to win this match for him. Things like that. And so I think I'm pretty sure in the halftime, his team talk would have been, look, they got the red card. Look, they injured Rodri. Rodri might be out for the season, so we have to take revenge of Rodri from them. He must have been instigating city players to like, okay, get after them, beat them, and show them, that's what they deserve for doing what they did to Rodri, because that guy has a sick mind. You can, so many people call him a genius, but that guy is psycho in a footballing term, because he will use everything and any tactic to win the game. So even if he had to use that, I'm pretty sure he probably did. And the reason the City players were rattled, because of course they were pumped up. Whatever he was saying in the dressing room, they were pumped up. They wanted to take revenge of Rodri, and but they couldn't score. It was last second of the game. They were trying everything, but they were not able to break Arsenal. So, and when they did, they were, when you are so rattled, when you are so angry, but you are not getting the results. But the moment you get the results, you just forget who you are, and you just lose all sense of clarity, or you just want to do, whatever comes to your mind at the first time. So that's what Haaland did. That's what they were like arguing. That's what they were, fighting. That's what Haaland stay to Arteta, stay humble. Like, what's the point of that? But the fact that they didn't score in the whole second half and they thought they were gonna win, I think that made them so angry. And on top of that, whatever Guardiola said them in the team talk, like, it was in their mind and they wanted to take revenge, but it didn't happen. So yeah, man, like, I was so happy because these kind of people who instigate and use emotions to hurt somebody else, I think these people don't deserve it, to be honest. Because I understand you want to use everything to win the game, but there is a line that you don't cross. But I'm pretty sure that if in the second half, when the referee blew the whistle, the first thing Haaland did was he barged into Partey to injure him. So you getting my point? So they were there for the revenge. They were not there to play game. They were not there to win the game. They just wanted to hurt somebody so they can take revenge of Rodri. So you know what? Rodri is out for the season. So stop crying, stop complaining, because that's what you just your karma, man. There is a saying. I'm not gonna say it here, but there is a reason people say karma is big. So yeah, and so that's it for the City and Arsenal game. There was nothing, there were so many controversies afterwards. So I was like, you know what? Let's talk about it, because it was. I had so many things in my mind that I wanted to say. And after that, there are new things coming up, like dark arts. Arsenal waste time. Like, we are the only team who just invented wasting time. Like, nobody else was doing afterwards. And then before that, like, okay, so Arteta was sleeping one day and he's like, oh, you know what? There is a concept called wasting time. Let's use that. I'm like, bro, what is dark? There is nobody is doing magic on the football field. So it just shows, like, the reason. I was also reading it on X as well, like somebody posted. It was a really good post. That because the rivals don't want Arsenal to win. The reason of that, because whenever City wins, everybody's like, "Oh, City wins. They have money. They have Guardiola. They are the best team. Okay, so win." But whenever somebody else is win, it made them feel bad about their own club, that their club is a failure. So instead of admitting their team is failed, that their team has failed, so they find comfort in City winning it. Getting my point? Like, whenever they win it, it's like, oh, what can we do? But whenever somebody else trying to win it, it makes them feel bad about their own club. That why they are not competing, because doesn't have that much money. Arsenal is not breaking the rules. Arsenal doesn't have Guardiola. But whenever they are performing well, it makes them feel bad. about their own club, and they don't have any other way to find comfort. So just attack Arsenal, attack their fans, attack the players, attack the tactic, attack Arteta. And whenever City does the same thing, applaud them, clap them. Wow, Guardiola. If Arteta doing the same thing, oh, why is he using the dark art? Guardiola doing it, what a genius. So like if you have a little bit iota of a common sense, you can actually tell like what's going on here. Like it's not a rocket science. Just the human psychology, that how it works. Like you find comfort in other people's failure and you find misery in other people's success. So because there are a lot of people like that in society who doesn't want to see other people happy. So yeah. And after that, and yeah, so that's it. Like there's nothing much to talk about after that regarding that game. And we also playing Bolton in the League Cup next round. And according to me, like we don't have to play like a strong side. I think we should be fine if we are playing some of the players who are not playing at the moment. Like we can play Nuaneri, Luis Kelly, Kivior. Raya definitely not playing because he had like injury on the, I think on the leg, but he will be fine for Leicester. And I think who else can play? I think Sterling will play, Jesus will play. I would give some time to Martinelli so he can have some confidence back by scoring few goals. And my team, if you ask me about the team lineup, I would have, because Raya injured, Sadford is injured, and Neto is cup tied. So I think there's a keeper called Jack Polter. He will play, and in the defense I will play Kivior, and we have to play one Gabriel Saliba. I would put Saliba there, Saliba, Kivior, Calafiori, and in the right back I would use like Josh Nicholas, yeah. And in midfield I would play Jorginho, Nuaneri, and I would put Rice in there because Rice didn't play against Tottenham. Rice also played half of the game against Brighton, so he's more fresh than Party. Party has been playing continuously. So, and in the up top, I will use Sterling, Jesus, and Martinelli. So this will be my team, and my prediction will be like 3-0. I think it should be a comfortable win. I don't see why not because Bolton are in League One, so we should be able to beat them. And yep, and that's it. And I also, guys, let me know in the comments like what do you think about it, like the Rodri injury, and the people are celebrating. What's your take on that, and your prediction about the Bolton game? And also let me know like what I said about Haaland and Guardiola about, So are you guys like agreeing with it, or you think like I'm just talking nonsense? So yeah, because I can take it. I can take all sorts of feedback. So because you guys let me know if I'm telling the right things or not or the not so right things. It's good to get a feedback. And I also want you to guys like and subscribe so we can grow together. And yeah, and have a nice day. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And we will probably be doing the pre-match team lineups for Arsenal versus Leicester as well. So hope you guys doing well. Bye.